Welcome back. We are in the kitchen with Made with Love Delectable Edibles, and we're doing some baking today. Rosemary Focaccia Bread or something like that. I really like the designs on this. I don't know if we can get a close-up. I'm sure we will. How are you guys doing?
Really good.
Good. Can I open that for you?
You know what? I'm just going to grab a knife.
Okay, good.
And then we're going to hack it apart.
Fantastic.
Well, open it neatly. So we're doing a rosemary focaccia flatbread with a balsamic reduction for our the vegetables that go on with our red pepper. So a red pepper balsamic reduction, Alex. I think that's what we call it.
And that, guys, is so simple. So this recipe is for those of you who want to look like master artisan bakers.
And we all do. We all do.
And have it take zero work.
Yes.
That's the purpose of what we do. So the balsamic reduction sounds really, really challenging. But basically, you turn your stove on to medium, and then you're going to add half a cup of balsamic vinegar to a little pan like I've got going there. And then you just wait 5 minutes.
And it just boils down?
Exactly.
And it's just one ingredient, it's just the balsamic?
Balsamic, and then we're gonna actually put a spoonful of the red pepper spice blend in right at the end, but that's it. So it sounds like this really complicated.
What's going on when it reduces? Like what exactly happens once this warms up and gets, does it intensify the flavor?
Yeah.
Like, yeah?
When you reduce a balsamic vinegar, what you're getting is a thicker, richer, sweeter sort of flavor. And by adding a tablespoon of the red pepper to this at the end of the mix, what we're doing is intensifying the caramelization, giving it a little bit of spice and richness.
Sounds good.
So really simple and really gourmet.
Colin, what are you pouring in here? You got some water?
So what I've done is I've added a quarter cup of olive oil, and then I'm adding in a half cup water into our bread mix here. And I'm just gonna basically lightly stir it until it's mixed together. It's a flatbread, so you don't want to try and stir it too much.
Yep.
That's gonna interfere with the rising. And so once I've stirred all the dry stuff in, I'm just gonna leave it here for a sec and just let that soak in, because it will absorb a bit more of the of the moisture that I've added. And then while I'm doing that, I'm just gonna add some olive oil and sesames to our baking tray. And the sesames will add some really nice texture to it, and they will also keep it from sticking from the tray.
Nice.
So Alex, looks like you're doing some chopping there.
I am. So on this flatbread, you just mix the bread mix. It's a little package like these guys. Chad can give you a close-up. So you just open the bread mix, you dump it in your pan, you add 1/4 cup of olive oil and stir that around for a minute just to sort of combine it. Then you add 1/2 cup of water and stir that around to combine it. And then your bread dough is done.
Easy.
So then let it rest for a moment, and then while you prepare your pan like Colin's doing, we're going to do basically a sliced asparagus and balsamic reduction on the top. So once we've got that dough just spread out on the pan, just takes a minute to spread it out in a circle. We're gonna sliver slice some asparagus, dip it in our balsamic reduction, and then just place it like a sunburst on top of the bread loaf.
And it's a nice finishing look, isn't it?
Exactly. So then what I'm finishing here, because we do have some of these that are done, as we go through, is I've just sprinkled a tiny bit of fresh chopped tomato. I've got some grape tomatoes. The red and orange and yellow are on special this week, so that's kind of a nice place to go. And then a little bit of fresh parsley, and you're ready to serve.
Fantastic. We have about a minute left in this segment, maybe 30 seconds. I don't know for sure. Anything you guys want to end off with before we go to a break?
So we just have it pressed out here. I really haven't had to use my hands. I've just pressed it out with a wooden spoon, which is all you really need to do with this. It's not complicated rolling. It comes out really quickly.
Okay, so Colin looks really magic there, but really he's put a teeny tiny steel pan underneath that bread dough. So it does not lift up like that.
It's sitting on a steel pan.
It's sitting on a steel pan. So just press it out on your cookie sheet And then when we come back from the segment, we'll show you how to top it.
Delicious, you guys. It smells great, by the way. You always miss the smells during these cooking segments. I'm getting hungry, but I'm gonna try it after too. So we will take a 2-minute break. When we come back, we're doing some movie reviews with our movie critic, Gareth Maddock Jones. Stay with us. Delicious, asparagus rosemary focaccia. We're baking it in the kitchen. I just ate a cherry tomato. Look at how the presentation on this just rocks. It looks awesome, you guys.
Yeah, and that's the wonderful balance you get when you add a few fresh things on top of something that's cooked. It just brings out all the color, and just food becomes art, and it's just a wonderful thing.
We're getting into this balsamic reduction. We've reduced it. We're adding the red pepper spice.
And basically, we've simmered it on medium for 5 minutes. And you can actually time this with your oven timer if you want. So 5 minutes on medium, just let it simmer really hard there. It's gonna look like, oh my goodness, that's really bubbling, and it's exactly what it should do.
Okay.
And then after 5 minutes, you're gonna stir in 1 tablespoon of that red pepper spice blend, and let it have 1 more minute. And that's just gonna dissolve in there, and then we'll be all ready to go.
Fantastic.
So last step, I've got these asparagus spears. And just to show you what I've done, you basically take a spear of asparagus, and this guy is about 6 or 8 inches wide. So we want to do about 2 or 3 inch pieces. And I'm just cutting them on an angle and taking off the bottom, because we don't want that really tough bit at the bottom. And you're gonna need about maybe 6 or 8 spears for this part. And then we are going to toss them right in with our balsamic reduction. I'm gonna pop it all in here. I'm just grabbing this one because it's not so hot, so I don't have to burn myself while I'm trying to do it.
Good call.
So we just basically give them a good little toss. I'll bring it up here for you, Chad. So I've poured in the balsamic reduction on my asparagus. And I'm just gonna give it a little toss together until they're all sort of coated with that nice caramelized balsamic flavor. And then we are going to simply arrange them like the spokes of a bicycle or a sunburst on our little pan.
Fantastic. How about I switch sides with you? I've missed my time call. How much we have? About 1.5 minutes? We have 1.5 minutes left. So while you are placing those down, and it looks lovely, by the way, I'm going to take a look at the weather forecast here quickly for the Caribou. We're looking at some sunshine. My clicker is just a second away. Nice looking day for Wednesday. North Thompson as well, sunshine. We'll just move through these because most of them will say the same thing. As that ridge of high pressure builds, we are in for some nice weather and warmer temperatures. So that's what we like to see. Get out and enjoy it. We should even see some clearing this afternoon later in the day. And of course, how to get a hold of us. Look at that, Camels tomorrow, 21 degrees. Here's how you can get a hold of us, cfjctv.com. You can find out what's coming up on the show tomorrow, and you can email me directly midday at cfjctv.com. We have about 30 seconds left, you guys. It's looking beautiful.
Do you want to pass, Susan?
Would you like to
A little,
some?
yep.
And
now, should you let it sit for a bit, or that's it?
That's it.
That's
Good
it.
to go. You can serve it hot or room temperature, your choice. It's going to take 25 to 30 minutes in the oven. So just make sure you got lots of nice asparagus on there and pop it in. It bakes at 400 for 25 to 30 minutes. And if you would like to taste it, we will be at the Valley View, Cooper's Foods today between about 3 and 5.
You guys, thank you so much for being here. We're out of time. Madewithlove.ca. Have a great afternoon. We'll see you back here tomorrow.